no time to waste. Where else to start than unraveling the mystery of Jabberwock Island? Not the big
Why would you
canonical
make a
one.
point like this?
What is the rationale?
This crazy location, so twisted.
Just have them be visible the whole time!
It reinforce the stakes and create such a sharp contrast to the dark reality of the situation. And how does that god-forsaken mechanical bear make a return with a pink bunny hanging from the ceiling and an all-new set of motives? All that and more after our bunny Monokuma takes it away. Jabberwock Island. That's where this game takes place. A sprawling set of 6 islands and a whole meal of attractions to visit. My question is, why? No, seriously, who made this call? On the surface, as I'm sure many of you personally recall, I'm sure as shit no they didn't, gazing upon this landscape and honestly just hearing the idea Danganronpa but on Big Island probably sent a few eyebrow raisers your way. I mean, the first game was in a dense, claustrophobic area with not even a shred of outside world sprinkled in. And now, we're thrown into a place that's 90% open areas, 10% buildings that still have windows that lead to said open areas. God damn it! What else is there to say? Certainly unusual, but here's where I tell you there's something special about it. You see, unlike Hope's Peak, which represented a familiar yet clinical environment and contrasts order with chaos, Jabberwock Island oozes relaxation and comfort, leading to a contrast of bliss with fear. In the first game, it was the people around us that gave us moments of levity in an abnormal world, but here, it's the island itself that lets us breathe. The world of Danganronpa was once dense, metallic, and sealed off from the outside world. No matter which way you looked at it, there was a constant theme of containment present. Everything felt the same, leaving only the people around you to share its attention. In a beautifully rotten way, it heightened that paranoia and locked you in the school version of a pressure cooker until a bubble popped inside, and that was your motivation. Everyone wanted to leave because being trapped here was imprisoning, so escaping meant you'd see the sky again. Isn't that weird? I'm sure we're thinking the same here, because now we have that. A vibrant, colourful open-air resort designed for your wildest dreams. Sprawling beaches so bright you can barely look at them. A blue sky free from all things grey and depressing. And a theme park? What the hell? How wonderful. That freedom, such bliss. And it's all fake. An elaborate ruse to make this killing game just that much more tragic. Because, hey, no matter how open this place may be, you're still trapped. The illusion of freedom is just that, an illusion, and a great one at that, because it weaponizes our previous experiences with this franchise, shatters those expectations, stuns us, and links in with a critical hit as the first body hits the floor. It's amazing, and alongside that, there's plenty to be said about the emotional contrast. Hope's Peak matched its tone to its horror, with, you know, the walls that look too clean, and the corridors narrow as Byakuya's waistline. Until the second game, you get the gist. The murders felt almost at home in a place this eerie, but compare that to what we're looking at now, and it raises a different method of contrast, a weaponized kind. A murder happens in a bright beach house in a room with grapes on the walls, for God's sake. I mean, who's making this stuff up? You're walking past cheery theme park rides and inviting diners while wondering who made the quirky musician hang herself. And this juxtaposition creates a very different type of unease. It's not quite dread. I suppose, wait, let me consult my dictionary. It's cognitive dissonance. You want to feel relaxed, and your brain really should be enjoying the scenery. For some reason you can't, probably the murder. It's like your brain's rebelling against the disjointed visuals and tones, which honestly is an incredibly effective thing from a horror standpoint, especially in a visual novel where aesthetic does half the heavy lifting. The core of it is Jabberwock Island is a contradiction wrapped in sunlight. On the surface, it's an idyllic paradise, but beneath it lies a deep, artificial stillness, something uncanny in its arrangement. This place is a stage to broadcast not only the killing game, but how expansiveness can feel hollow, and that hollowness results in pain. Pain induces loss, and loss ignites despair. The island's brilliance lies in its ability to mask that tension behind all this fancy spectacle, and create areas that each feel tailored to induce comfort. You've got the library, the rocket punch market, the airport, and the beach house that just so happens to have a corpse lumped against it, all lulling the player into momentary peace, even amusement depending on your level of autism. But that world is too quiet, don't you think? Characters rarely seem to mention the broader logistics of the island because
Oh my god, I beat it, I beat it. Oh my god, I was so nervous. I did not want to die. Oh my god, yes!
To later plot discoveries, but right off the bat, it's used
Yes!
discomfort.
Oh my fucking god, yes!
Into every scene, you know? It's almost supposed to feel off, and that offness.
131 attempts. God
simmering
damn it, dude!
humor and bonding moments until time is right to reveal why this place is
I did not like that, but
so
this is
wrong.
better than Before
As I said,
Machinery.
the expansive of the island
I don't know
only
what
leads to a
difficulty this is right now, I need to
devaluing
think
of
about
that
it.
freedom, revealing truly how